welcome to the new season of True Music. Actually, it's True Music with Katie Daryl. Did you see the new title? Yeah, and check out the new set. Plus, we've got some awesome graphics, so pay attention. Now, with the new season, the one thing I'm gonna guarantee for you is no sucky bands and a lot of free crap. So, on today's show, a free podcast from Incubus. Also, we're gonna catch up with the Feds. They're totally awesome. Also, a group called Minority. They've played on the Vans Warped Tour 2 years in a row now. Count this summer and that's 3. Look at me doing math. Now, starting off the show, we've got a group called One Up. They're based in Dallas. However, one of their singers, Samantha Tannehill, lives in New York City because she's a model. She's done some work with Chanel and Victoria's Secret. Check them out, One Up. What is it like to be a part of the Dallas music scene when you guys are doing something totally different than the other bands? Because it seems like it's kind of full with a lot of emo and indie these days.
Yeah, it's kind of tough sometimes, you know. You don't get the respect you want at first, but you know, you keep beating up the local scene, and we went to Asia and we did a six-week tour in the U.S. and you know, when we got back, it was a lot better. So
start blowing up. It's all about paying dues.
Go on, girl, take a sip. This shit right here gon' make you trip. Like a 5 strip, we gon' tip the scale. Send your friends a postcard in the mail. Tell them all about how we do it down south. Cause I heard what you said and I'm sick of your mouth. Now it's time to ride. Got a case of that push going out worldwide.
If you ain't yeah, come on.
Your body sway like you're waiting on the ocean.
I wanna see you sway, wanna see you sway. I wanna see you drink, girl. Come on. So how you feeling, baby girl?
I'm feeling alright. This potion's got me tipsy, wanna dance all night. How you feeling, baby boy?
There's a lot of thinking outside the box going on with this band, though. I mean, even for instance, I remember last year driving around town and you guys were having your CD release party and you'd like put a giant banner up like and rented like the side of like a wall and stuff.
Yeah.
How often are you sitting down and brainstorming, trying to come up with new creative marketing techniques?
Well, you always try to keep your name out there, you know, and keep it fresh, you know, rather than seeing like the flyers that are just hanging up on,
Right.
you know, it kind of gets mundane. You're just sitting there looking yellow, red, green, and it's all the same flyer. So, you know, something really big, it kind of catches your eye. We have a really nice trailer. We were on a bus for a while, so you know those kind of things. When you do, we pulled in and did a local show with the bus, and you know it's
always have your name real big on everything.
Yeah,
yeah.
You know,
How bad you want it?
I want it.
How bad you need it?
I need it.
How bad you want it?
Come on, girl.
Come on, jump on
Jump
it.
on it.
How bad you want it?
I want it.
How bad you need it?
I need it.
How bad you want it?
Jump on it. How bad do you want it? I love it when you phone it. So sexy when you get it. Throw it out now, let me hit it. That's what this song is for. When you hit the dance floor, shaking up the whole world. God damn, you cold, girl. Push it back now, roll it round. Hold it up now, break it down. All women in the club get loose. Let me jump on that caboose. All the girls in the crowd, let me hear you say hell yeah. Now all the girls say,
How bad you want it?
I want it,
How bad you need it?
I need it.
How bad you want it?
Oh,
Come on, jump on
jump
it.
on it.
How bad you want it?
Oh, I want it,
How bad you need it?
I need it.
How bad you want it?
Jump on it. I need it, come and get it. Wanna know how hard I hit it?
So you go ask around and then let me know what it is you found. Go to
Hot girls going on.
Well, I mean,
Both
how do
very
you,
hot, both very talented.
how do you handle that though? Because you've got, you know, some hot singers in the band. All of a sudden, they're modeling lingerie, so you guys have to sit around and be professional. But then you're looking at them in lingerie.
well, you know, it's like kind of the brother-sister thing. You know, you don't think bad thoughts, but you know they're good looking, and that's you know,
Yeah,
kind of
right. Don't even. Don't
It's kind of how
even.
you got to keep it, though. You know, it's professional and you know they're really good people. So
Speak for yourself, apparently.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying at this point.
I think it depends on how much you drank that night. How far you're willing to admit
yeah.
that you like to bone one of your band members. I just said that.
Hey, daddy, wanna go for a ride?
The way you handle the stick, you know I jump in there quick. Whoa,
Love the way you
whoa,
drive me,
baby, baby.
Hey, daddy, wanna come inside?
The way you keeping it tight, I'll roll with y'all for the night. Whoa,
Love the way you
whoa,
drive me
drop the bass.
I think I'm feeling you.
Yeah, mesh on the gas, switching lanes, she starts to handle well. This little love affair doesn't end in kissing with the top down, hair blowing in the wind, stars in the eyes, never wanting the night to end. The way she shift gears only after 20 years, turns a vintage model enough to bring a man to tears. High class, high speed, can you hear the engine whine? You know how she act when you bring it to the red line. We on a nice groove, showing me the right moves. With her around like that, there's no telling what I might do. The way you handle the stick, you know I jump in that quick. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Say, baby, baby. The way you keeping it tight, I roll with you for the night. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Yeah, sexy and scandalous, I know you can handle this. The way you step in the crib, I love the way your candles lit. So we can jump on top and get off. So we can break it down, break it back. So what you got? I wanna see it. If you want it, you can be it, mama. Tell me one thing that I know you'll be agreeing to now. Come over here, get up and get a ride. Cause you know I love to be way deep inside. So don't hold back, girl. You know I like it like that. Damn, now turn around and make it clap, girl. I ain't playing, you know I'm booty slaying. You always keep it tight from the night to the AM. I heard the way you handle the stick, you know I'm jumping it quick. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Baby, baby. The way you keeping it tight, I roll with you for the night. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Huh, huh.
She was kinda like my 6'4" Impala, hitting switches front and back. She always making me holler. Kinda like my daddy's coupe de ville. With the body like that, she got looks to kill. She got hips like a 640 fizz.
Flip the switch and hit the button, now she ready for the reside.
From back and side to side, you got open up wide, let me come inside. And she said,
The way you handle the stick, you know I'm jumping it quick. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Baby, baby. The way you keeping it tight, I'll roll with you for the night. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. One more time, say it. The way you handle the stick, you know I'm jumping it quick. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Baby, baby. The way you keeping it tight, I'll roll with you for the night. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Drop the bass.
You can check out the band's website, oneupband.com, to see when they're playing in a town near you. Also, I've got their CD to give away in the free prize pack later on in the show. Now, it is time for a cool new feature. It's our free podcast. This week's downloadable artist is Incubus. Check this out. How much of the new songs that you're putting out on albums are conceived via being really experimental and saying, let's try something totally different, versus saying, hey, this worked in the past, let's kind of follow this method?
We have probably the most conscious effort in songwriting is to not repeat ourselves. We even do it like one of us will come up with something that might be really cool, and then it happens all the time, like, that's so awesome, that sounds just like the other song that we wrote already. And we're not ever trying to do that. And so, for better or worse, one of our records sounds different than the one before it. It's easier to repeat success by repeating successful formulas, but that sucks. If we were to be a cereal, we would be the variety pack, you know?
And the boxes can be also used as a bowl.
Exactly.
If you want to hear the rest of that Incubus interview, all you gotta do is download our free podcast, powered by Groupie Tunes. Log on to hd.net/truemusic. We'll be back with more music after this break. Welcome back to True Music. I'm your host, Katie Daryl. Still to come on the show, the Feds putting on a tight concert. Now it's time to meet a group called Minority. They've been together for 3 years, yet none of the kids can drive because they're all under the age of 16. But they've still played the Vans Warped Tour twice and opened up for Lit. Yeah, check them out, Minority. And now you've played on the Vans Warped Tour 2 years in a row. How does that fuel your energy knowing that like it's such a huge crowd and it's a big deal too?
Yeah. It's insane. It's like it's what we look forward to every year. The whole year we play shows, and then it's finally time for Warped Tour, and that's the time when we get to go backstage and get to meet all the cool bands and be like, hey, we're in a band. And we get to meet all sorts of cool kids from just like all sorts of different places, different walks of life. And it's just a really great experience to get the music out, and it's another way of showing people that we can really play music.
Well, you've been hiding that I know it's hard. I've been watching from afar, and I know this isn't who you are. This isn't who you are. Why say who you are?
You've done a lot of competitions, which is interesting because there's some bands that love doing competitions, whether it be Battle of the Bands or just all these different things where you're winning money and prizes for your schools even, but some bands are like, that's not cool.
Oh no, like we love it because it's a different environment, you know. It's showing that you've got the stuff to make it, you know. It's like, well, this band can play, we can play too. So just their fans, if they're like, y'all aren't that great, well, we beat them in a Battle of the Bands.
Wants to be on top, but no one wants to pay the price. They want spread love their rumors, but they can't back up all the lies. I'm seeing faces creep, all the people are dying, people are dying. Love that something like nothing, nothing at all. But you wanna look up, knock me down, till I come, tell you that I've had enough. Don't stop on me anymore. Knock me down, till I come, tell you that I've had enough. Don't stop on me anymore. Well, let's look out for number one. Make a way with the smoking gun. This puts the whole world inside. Can tell by the look in your eye. You pay yourself. Never took any prisoners at all. It won't last forever. Nothing lasts forever. Mercy and faces green. All the people are fighting. People are fighting. Love that something that's nothing, nothing at all. But you wanna love song. Knock me down, here I come. Tell you that I've had enough. Don't stop on me. Wait more. Knock me down, here I come. Tell you that I've had enough. Don't stop on me. Wait more. No, 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 not anymore. No, 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 not anymore. Now when I say so, I want every person who can to start jumping in this room. I don't want to see anybody's feet on the ground. No catching 40, no catching 50, no catching 2. I want to see you jumping. Yeah!